little late night, not late night, but later in the day addition to KFC Radio. After we recorded the episode, 8:00 right now. Twitter is down for the blue check marks. The revolution is here. The plebeians, the commoners have won. The Twitter pores are running wild. While the cat's away, the mice will play. And all the
no one who ever worked in Milton has a blue check mark?
I know. I saw that tweet from Gaz, and that made me think that was like intentional. I feel like Gaz wants that. He wants like this rogue crew of guys because Gaz is our gatekeeper of blue checks. By the way, when you want to get verified, when you're a new employee of a new show, a new handle, and you got to go through the verification process, Gazzo is the man who does it. And conveniently, you, Gaz, Dave, Hank,
Milmore, Coley.
Nobody has the blue check.
I would have done it. So Gaz is obviously the gatekeeper. And he sends an email being like, I have a meeting with Twitter today. Does anyone want a blue check mark? And there are times when I would have said yes, but by the time I see the email, someone else has replied yes. And I'm like, fuck them. So I haven't.
I like that.
That's the only reason I don't have one.
There is definitely there's a vibe of like it's cool now to not have a check mark. You know what I mean? It became like hipsterish in a way that you don't want to be part of the blue check brigade. And so now you're reaping the benefits for the first time. Like
I'm so lucky I can send a fucking tweet tonight.
Well, no, but but more on like the big picture of the joke. It's kind of funny that it's like it's symbolic. You know what I mean? It's like there are the people on Twitter who are the celebrities or the important people, and I don't want to be a part of that anymore. Like having a blue check mark jumped the shark, and this one instance is the like personification of that, you know?
Have you deleted all your DMs yet?
Have I deleted my DMs? No, I guess I should, huh?
Yeah, that's been a big recommendation. Delete your DMs.
Okay. 1 second. I will have to go do that, huh?
But honestly, if what's going to happen has already happened, these are definitively the worst criminals of all time. Like, I feel like it's a 15-year-old in like who just knows how to hack shit, but doesn't get how the world works. Like a 15-year-old who knows computers but doesn't get the world. Like, if you have access to Barack Obama's Twitter, you can do a lot more than ask for a couple of Bitcoins.
Yeah. Well, all right. You say that, but what would you do?
I'd fucking tank the stock market, dude. I'd be like, fuck Apple. Apple sucks. Apple's a bunch of racists. And I'd fucking short Apple and be like, Apple's racist. And I'd fucking reap the benefits of that.
I'll be honest. I thought I was going to stump you and you were going to be like, yeah, you know what? I didn't really think of what I would do. There's a good answer. That was a good answer. Especially, more importantly, Elon Musk. Because like Obama could say some shit and it's just his opinion. But if Elon Musk tweeted like, we've been working on the automated driving car system, and we just realized today that it is a physical impossibility, and the dream is dead. And then it's like, you know, that's direct with the company he owns.
Right.
Boom. Yeah.
Done.
Right.
Done. Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't have any answers after stock market, but stock market, I would just fucking crush that.
Mm-hmm.
There's some like maybe I feel like maybe this person is gonna make $300,000, $400,000. Like that's
you know what? We'll find out. We will find out how much people are sheep. If like a tweet from your favorite politician or company owner or whatever saying, give me money or you know, give these people money. Because that's a crazy thing. You know, if you're just like, bam, here you go. Like, fine, I listened to you off one tweet. I'll give money. That's a little bit nutty. And so we'll find out just how like gullible people really are.
I saw some like reporter screenshotted the Bitcoin wallet that they were linking to or whatever the code they were giving for, whatever it is.
Right.
And it had like 30 grand in it. Like if you have access to these accounts, some of the most powerful Twitter accounts in the world, and you might make 100. Like I would bet they top out. The max is 500, but I would bet they make like $300,000.
Which is not a bad night's work, but it is considering like how long you'll fucking go to jail for doing something like this. I feel like this is a big deal, right?
But also just like what you have the most powerful platforms in the world. Mm-hmm. You can change a lot. Like,
well, no, but you can't. I think your stock market thing is the only thing that is in real time that you could affect in that moment. Because as soon as people realize it's a hack, I mean, they had about a couple hours maybe of shelf life, right?
Right. And that's what I mean. But I mean, like, if you change the stock market, you can change the world. Yeah. So, like, you do have a short period of time. Someone said, I saw some other financial reporter said that, like, I guess these people were testing it out on smaller blue check marks, like fucking minor league baseball players. Like, who gives a shit? And they were like, it was basically like they robbed a bank and they stole a lollipops first. That's the meanest thing you can say about somebody.
Yo, well, honestly, hopefully this will maybe do a little overhaul of Twitter's blue check policies, because they handed them out. It used to mean so much. That blue check back in the day was, reserved for people with millions of followers who actually deserve it. And then it became floodgates where I saw a video the other day. Someone did a skit and it was like the blue check process. And it's got this kid and he's like, and there's a person who represents Twitter. And he's like, hi, can I get a blue check? I'm a YouTuber. I have 10 million subscribers. I make these like culturally influential videos that everybody loves. And they're like, nah, no way. And then the next person is like, yeah, hi, I've written like 2 articles for the Washington Post. I have 400 followers. Boom, here you go. If you're a journalist, like you get whatever the fuck you want. So there is this. Are
you going to care if it never comes back for you?
If I lose my check?
Yeah.
No,
your check. Not your check. Just like if you can never tweet again.
Yeah, John. Does a fucking heroin junkie care if you just can never get heroin again? Yeah, I think I would care.
I saw Deke Zucker had like top 10 employees who care, top 10 employees who don't care. Mm-hmm. And you were on the care. I think you were number 3 on the care.
Who was on the don't? That's interesting. Let's go through that list real quick. I am not going to sit here and front like I am some sort of like I'm.
Yeah, I was getting frank with Casey, and Casey was like, Kevin doesn't care. I was like, yes, he does.
Yeah. Well, I would maybe consider this the opportunity to like break my addiction. Right. But to act like I'm unaffected, no, sir. I mean, I immediately, John, I have like an account from years ago. I'm not even going to tell you what it is in case there's any like racist tweets on it that I had like even prior. It was like during my For Sure Not days. And I immediately started looking into that. Like, can I find the password for that? And then Nick reminded me that I have the 2010 KFC handle. Yeah. And the first thing I did was log in and start tweeting from there. Because you know what? Usually I go home. These are the hours I don't really tweet. I kind of try to unwind for like 15 minutes. But you told me, once you tell me I can't tweet, I was like, well, I've got to fucking find a way to tweet. Let me look at this Deke list. Top 10 who do care. Bailey Carlin, yes. Yeah. Me, number 2. Trent, there was a tweet from Trent that said, life is meaningless because I can't tweet. And Big Cat and Kate round out the top 5. The top 10 employees who don't care. K Marco, yeah. I mean, he's gone off Twitter. Ellie took a 2-week vacation, but Ellie's entire career is based off of Twitter.
Based on Twitter,
so that's terrible. Caleb, that's a great one. Caleb lives like in the jungle. He was out there.
I remember back in the day when like Caleb had just gotten hired, and like Caleb went on a podcast or something like that, and he was like, and this fits much more now with the Barstool mold, or not the Barstool mold, but like it's something you can have happen now.
Right.
But, like, he went on a podcast and he was like, I just don't really like the internet.
And right, I remember that.
We were like, dude, there are 6 of us at this company, and it's an internet company. What are you talking about? You just don't like the internet.
Yeah, he's like, I don't like being plugged in or something like that. Yeah. Like, you are permanently plugged in. And then the next one on the list, Jerry Thornton, who, I mean, Old Balls was alive for about
what it is.
He was around for about 8 decades before Twitter, so I think he'll be able to survive without it.